Hello, my name is Swapnil Garg and I have done my BBA Honours from P.R.I.S.M University Bangalore, and I am a fresher and I am currently pursuing my PGDM in Finance at IMT Dubai. The selection process involved two rounds, the shortlisting of CV and the final interview round. So I have done my short-term project at Landmark Group, and Landmark Group is one of the biggest retail company in the Middle East region. So I was under the retail department of the company, and which overlooks about the different stores that they have in different regions such as KSA, Bahrain, Oman and many other countries. So we were hired on the project for the financial mapping and the geographical mapping of the company. So as they have very different stores across the region, they wanted to see the performance of each and every store or on the basis of their different expenses in the revenues of the company. So it was my first time working with a large MNC who has operations in different areas and different countries. And I got to learn a lot. I had learned a lot in things during my tenure. So I learned that how these big companies, how they manage to keep an eye on each and every store in every territory. How they keep a check on their revenues and the expenses which are happening in day-to-day basis. How they have full control over the businesses. I've seen people in the managers over there talking about what are the future prospects and what are the growth, which is very evident and which is what we are taught about in our MBA colleges, like how people manage and how people forecast the future and how do they keep the check on the external environment as well. So during my college time, I learned a lot of things like financial ratios and the working capital management, which is a major part of a retail business. So when we talk about retail business, yes, we need the ratios as to the comparing the sales and the expenses, and also the working capital, do they manage enough, how do they generate enough cash to run the business smoothly. So yes, I got to learn a very lot of things, and it was a really great deal just because I can easily apply what I have already learned in my college to the corporate culture. During the tenure of my internship, I have seen that how managers take very critical decisions in day-to-day life and how they act upon the external environment. So, like in my past days before the internship, I used to get many case studies during my college time, but I could never relate to it just because it's very theoretical to me. However, after going to the internship and learning things, I can easily relate to I can easily put myself into the shoes of manager and take according actions to keep the company going. As I have just seen how these people actually work in their real life. Also, I got to learn that how these small factors like rent expenses and very small expenses, which are very negligible when we see from outside, are very important and very crucial for the growth of the company, and how they keep these things in control to grow in the last day. So it was a really great deal working there in the company, as the people over the company was very supportive and very helpful during my entire tenure. As the company was also awarded with the Best Company to Work in award. So it really was a great deal, and seeing that how the HR policies and the work culture really affect the working of the environment, working of the organization. The company laid great emphasis on the happiness of their employees, as they had a campaign of happiness, and they always tend to create some new policies, and they always used to come up with new activities or something like distributing t-shirts and doing something or the other to create happiness or joy among the employees so that they can make them feel very satisfied. So I learned a lot that how these big MNCs keep their employees very happy and to get their work done efficiently, and they get a feeling of sense of belonging as well.